Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the second subfamily of the family Leguminosae, and that is known as the Caesalpinoidae. In the previous video, you have seen the Papilionaceae family. Today we are going to discuss about the Caesalpinoidae family, which is commonly called as the Cassia family. Whenever we are actually talking about some family, we must know about the classification of that family. Now this is the classification of the Leguminosae family, which is applicable on all the three subfamilies. The kingdom is the Plantae, division is Phanerogames, subdivision is Angiospermae, class is Dicotyledone, subclass is Polypetalae, series is Calciflorae, order is Rosales, family is Leguminosae. And in Leguminosae family, today we are going to discuss about the subfamily that is known as the Caesalpinoidae, which is in common called as the Cassia family. Now, after discussing the classification, you must know the important features of that family. The very important feature of this family is that the flower is zygomorphic. Zygomorphic flower is actually denoted by this sign. Okay. Now this is a zygomorphic flower. What is a zygomorphic flower? A flower which when cutted in one plane, we can get two equal parts. But if we want to try to divide the flower into more than one planes, then we'll be not getting the two equal parts. So the flower is zygomorphic, and the peculiar feature of this family is that the petals are having ascending imbricate aestivation. When we'll be discussing about the floral diagram today in this video, we'll be having a discussion on this, that what is ascending imbricate aestivation. So the important feature is that the petals have ascending imbricate aestivation, and the stamens are free, means they are polyandrous, okay, and some stamens are sterile here, they are not fertile, and that sterile stamens are called as the staminodes. The sterile stamens are called as the staminodes, which is the feature of this family. And the fruit is legume, but the legume fruit here is too long, so we can say the fruit is long legume or the pod. Okay, now this was the classification, then the important features. Then we come to the distribution of this family. See here, there are total 152 genus. There are 152 genus and 2800 species in this subfamily Caesalpinoidae. And basically the plants are found in tropical and subtropical regions. These are the warm regions. Okay, so the plants of this family are generally found in the warm regions, that is in the tropical and the subtropical regions. Okay, next, what is the nature of this family? Now the nature of this family is that the maximum plants will be trees, while few plants will be shrubs also, while rarely, or we can say that very uncommonly, they are having the herbs. So rarely the herbs are found. Mostly the plants are trees. To justify this statement that mostly the plants are the trees, say I have quoted some examples here. Dallonyx regia, which is known as the gulmohar, Tamarindus indicus, which is called as the tamarind, Cassia, which is called as the amalthas, and Bahunia variegata, which is commonly called as the kachnar. So these are the trees, which is proving that maximum plants are trees here. Now few plants are also shrubs. The two important shrubs of this family are the Parkinsonia and the Caesalpinia. Parkinsonia and the Caesalpinia. And there is a herb. I have said that the herbs are rarely found. So the Cassia obtusifolia. Cassia obtusifolia is the herb. And there are some plants which are climbers also, woody climber. The example of the woody climber is the Bahunia vaheliae. Bahunia vaheliae is the woody climber. So the nature is mostly they are trees, some are shrubs, and herbs are rarely found. Now after discussing about the nature, we must know the vegetative characters of the family. The vegetative character, the first vegetative character is the root. As we know very well that this family is a dicot family. This family is a dicot family, and in all the dicot families, the root system is taproot system. But this is belonging to the Leguminosae family, so it's not necessary always that all the plants of the Leguminosae family will be having the root nodules. In the Papilionaceae family, you have seen that the roots were having the nodules in which the nitrogen fixing bacteria rhizobium was found, but here in the maximum members you can see that root nodules are not found, means they are actually not responsible for the nitrogen fixation. Stem is aerial, means it is outside the ground, it is erect, as the nature was that the mostly the plants were the trees, so they are woody. The stem is cylindrical, it is solid, and it is branched. Okay, now if we talk about the leaf, what kind of the leaves are found? Alternate. Alternate means one leaf arises from each node, and that too in alternate fashion. So the leaves are alternate. Stipulate means at the base of the leaf stipules are found, that is known as the stipulate. Pulvinous leaf base. Pulvinous leaf base means the leaf base is swollen. The leaf base is swollen. Many times question is asked from here that what do you mean by a pulvinous leaf base? A pulvinous leaf base is a swollen leaf base. The leaves may be colline. Colline means they may arise from the stem, ramal, they may arise from the branch, and the leaves are having the stalks, which are also called as the petiole, and the leaves are pinnately compound, and they may be unipinnate or bipinnate. Unipinnate leaves are found in the Cassia, while the bipinnate leaves are found in the tamarind, gulmohar, and one more example we can quote it as the Parkinsonia. In Parkinsonia also the leaves are bipinnate. Okay, and the very peculiar feature of the Parkinsonia is that in Parkinsonia stipules are modified to spines. And remember this thing, that in the Parkinsonia the leaflets soon fall. Now the question arises that who will perform the act of the photosynthesis? So what happens that in Parkinsonia the petiole gets modified into flat leaf-like structure, and that flat leaf-like structure is called as what? The phyllodes. What we can call it as phyllodes, and that perform the photosynthesis. So this is all about the leaf. So we have talked about the vegetative characters, that is the root, stem, and the leaf. Now let's have a look on the floral characters, of this family. Okay, so now we will be discussing the floral characters of the subfamily Caesalpinoidae. So floral characters, the very first floral character is the inflorescence. We must know that what type of inflorescence is found in this family. What is inflorescence? Inflorescence is the arrangement of the flowers on the floral axis. So here in this family the inflorescence is racemose raceme. Okay, not only this, inflorescence, after the inflorescence we have to discuss about the flower, that what is the characteristic feature of the flower. So the flowers are bracteate, okay, which is denoted by BR, and then the flowers are zygomorphic. Which is actually denoted by this sign, zygomorphic. Flowers are bisexual, okay, complete, then pentamerous means the number of the sepal and the petal will be 5. Pentamerous. The flower is hypogynous. Hypogynous means all the floral parts are actually arising from the base of the ovary, right? Means the ovary will be superior, hypogynous. And the flower is pedicellate. Pedicellate means flowers have stalk. So the flower is bracteate, zygomorphic, bisexual, complete, pentamerous, hypogynous, and pedicellate. Now after discussing the flower, we will be discussing about the 4 whorls of the flower. As we know that the flower is complete, so all the 4 whorls will be found. The first whorl is the calyx, and we know very well that the unit of calyx is sepal. So the number of the sepal will be 5, and they are free, means they are that is sepalous. Polysepalous. What is polysepalous condition? Means free sepals. They are not united. So sepals are 5. Why the sepals are 5? Because the flower is pentamerous. So the sepals are 5. And estivation is imbricate estivation. Estivation is imbricate estivation, and you must know that odd sepal is anterior. Now what is this odd sepal is anterior? When I will be drawing the floral diagram of this family, I will be quoting this thing, that what is a odd sepal, means what is a odd sepal which is anterior, I will be drawing in the diagram. So sepals are 5, polysepalous and imbricate estivation. Now let's have a look on the corolla. Corolla is denoted by C, and the unit of the corolla is the petal. The number of the petal is 5. Number of petal is 5, and here polypetalous condition found. Polypetalous condition means petals are free, and the peculiar, very important feature of this family is that they show ascending imbricate estivation. Ascending imbricate estivation. What we have seen in the special characters also, that they show ascending imbricate estivation. They show ascending imbricate estivation. So the number of the petals is 5. Okay. Now after this, you must know about the androecium. Androecium. Now androecium is denoted by A, and the unit of androecium is stamen. Now stamens are totally 10 stamens are found, and the stamens are found in diplostominous condition. Diplostominous condition. What is diplostominous condition? Diplostominous condition means stamens are found in 2 worlds. Stamens are found in 2 worlds. Now what are these worlds? So 5 plus 5. Stamens are found in 2 worlds, 5 plus 5, and some stamens are sterile. Some stamens are sterile. And you must know that these sterile stamens are called as staminodes. So we can say it as that out of the 10, 7 stamens are fertile and 3 stamens are sterile. So we can call it as stemi. So androecium consists of how many stamens? 10 stamens. 7 are fertile and 3 are infertile. Means they are sterile, and they are called as the staminodes. So you must know this thing also. And the stamens are free, means polyandrous. The stamens are free. We can call it as polyandrous condition. Okay. And the last word is the gynoecium. Now the unit of the gynoecium is carpel. Okay. Now the unit of gynoecium is the carpel. So we can say it as monocarpellary condition found. And the ovary is unilocular. And they have marginal placentation. And ovary is superior. And the style is sickle, and the style is sickle shaped. So the gynoecium is, the carpels are monocarpellary condition, unilocular placentation, unilocular marginal placentation, ovary is superior, and style is sickle shaped. Okay. So this is about the gynoecium. Now after discussing the gynoecium, you must be knowing about the fruit, that what type of the fruit is found in this family. So we know that we have discussed in the important character that the fruits was long, that is known as the legume. The fruit is long legume. Now see the fruit type. The fruit type is the legume, but here the legume is too much long. Okay, the legume is too much long. It is the feature of the Cassia especially that it is too much long. After the fruit we come to the seed, that the seeds are non-endospermic, means the seed does not consist of endosperm. The whole of the endosperm is utilized in the embryonic development. You can also call it as non-albuminous or ex-albuminous. Now, after that we come to the pollination. That what type of pollination is found? So pollination is cross-pollination by insects. Cross-pollination by insects. Okay, and after this we will be constructing the floral formula. We will be constructing the floral formula which is based on the floral characters. We have studied the bracteate condition, bracteate, then zygomorphic flower, then bisexual. Calyx consists of 5 sepals which are free. Corolla consists of 5 petals which are also free. Androecium consists of total 10 stamens which are found in 2 whorls, 5 plus 5, or we can say that 7 are fertile and 3 are sterile, which are also called as the staminodes. Gynoecium consists of 1 carpel, monocarpally condition, and ovary is superior. So this is the floral formula. How we'll be reading it? Bracteate, zygomorphic, bisexual. Calyx consists of 5 sepals which are free. Corolla consists of 5 petals which are free. Androecium consists of 10 stamens which are found in 5 plus 5 2 whorls. Out of that 7 are fertile, 3 are sterile, known as the staminodes. Gynoecium consists of 1 carpel, ovary is, that is superior. Okay, now have a look on the floral diagram. This is the floral diagram of the family Caesalpinoidae. Okay, floral diagram. Now see that I have drawn the imbricate estivation of the sepals. Imbricate estivation of the sepals, where one sepal is odd sepal, also called as the odd sepal anterior, which is opposite to the mother axis. The one is the innermost one, both the ends are inner, here both the ends are out, and other 3 are twisted. Such a estivation is called as imbricate estivation. Okay, so I have drawn the imbricate estivation in the sepals. Now the very important feature of this family is the second word known as the corolla. This I have drawn the corolla, and corolla has, the petals has ascending imbricate estivation. Now what is ascending imbricate estivation? Now ascending imbricate estivation says that the posterior-most petal means which is present towards the mother axis, is small and innermost. It is always small and innermost, means it's both the ends are overlapped by another petals. So this is the posterior petal which is small and innermost, and one petal is fully out and other 3 petals are twisted. Such a estivation is called as the ascending imbricate estivation. Okay, and in Androecium you can see that total I have drawn 10 stamens. Out of 10 stamens, 5 are present in one word. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. But out of this 5 which are present in the inner whorl, 1 is sterile, which is called as a staminode, and other 4 are fertile. And the 5 which are found in the outermost whorl, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The 5 which are present in the outermost whorl, out of the 5, 2 are sterile and 3 are fertile. So we can say that all together we can count it that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 7 stamens are fertile while 3 stamens are sterile, which are also called as the staminodes. Okay, this is the bract, this is the mother axis. So this is all about the floral diagram. Now whenever we are actually talking about any family, you must know about its economic importance also. So we are now discussing about the economic importance of the family Caesalpinoidae, of the subfamily Caesalpinoidae. Okay, so the very first is the ornamental plants. Very first are the ornamental plants. Ornamental plants are showy plants. Many plants of the family are actually grown for ornamental purpose. Say for the very first is Deinonyx regia. Deinonyx regia is also called as gulmohar. It has beautiful red flowers, Deinonyx regia. The another one is known as Cassia fistula. It is also an ornamental plant, right? It is also called as amalthas and it has beautiful yellow flowers. Okay, the next one is the Serica indica. It is a very beautiful plant, Serica indica. It is also called as Ashok, and it is called as the Indian national. It is called as the Indian national tree. Okay, Serica indica. The next one is the Caesalpinia pulcherrima. Caesalpinia pulcherrima. It is also called as short gulmohar or small gulmohar. It is also ornamental plant. And the another one is known as Parkinsonia eculeata, which is also called as Jerusalem thorn, which is also called as Vilayati kikar, which is also called as Vilayati kikar in English. Parkinsonia eculeata, Caesalpinia pulcherrima, Dallonyx regia, Cassia fistula, and Serica indica. All these plants are ornamental plants. Now have a look on some other economic importance of this family, that is known as the Caesalpinoidae. Now the second one is that it is also important source of food, right? Means some plants of this family are edibles. So we are talking about the edibles which can be eaten. So first one is Tamarindus indicus, which is also called as Imbli. It is edible, and we also get tartaric acid from it. We also get tartaric acid from it. And second one is Bahunia variegata. Now floral buds are edible. Here the floral buds are edible, and they are used as vegetables. Okay, so second one is the edibles. Now the third economic importance is that it is the source of dyes. Say for hematoxylone campesianum. Hematoxylon campesianum means from heartwood of this wood, a dye isolated which is used in lab to stain nucleus in anatomical preparations. Not only this, the second example is Caesalpinia sappan. Orange dye is isolated from it, means from heartwood. What is isolated? Dye is isolated, which is used to make gulal on holy occasion. So this is also one use. So that is known as the dyes. Next we are coming to the fourth point, that is the medicinal importance of this family. The very first is the Cassia fistula. Pulp of this fruit is laxative, and used to remove constipation. Second, Serica indica. Bark of this plant is used in female to cure menstrual problems. Okay, and the third one is Bauhinia variegata. Bark is used to make tonics. Okay, and the last one is that this family is also a source of timber. Timber means we also get wood. Okay, say for hematoxylon. Hematoxylon is also called as logwood. It is used as a timber. Next, Hardwickia, as the name is indicating, hardest wood also belonging to this family. And Caesalpinia sepan, which is also called as Brazil wood. So dear student, this were the economic importance of the subfamily that is known as the Caesalpinoidae. We have yet discussed about the two families. In my previous video we have talked about the Papilionaceae family. In this video I have discussed about the Caesalpinoidae family. In the next video we will be discussing about the third subfamily of the family Leguminosae, known as the Mimosoidae family. Keep watching my videos. Thanks a lot.